So I wanted to make a quick video on just kind of reflecting on Bonneville 2021 Speed Week. Currently, I'm driving back from Bonneville. I'm leaving Salt Lake City. I'm following the crew as support, just in case something happens, a flat on the trailer, who knows what. So going to Bonneville, when you go there, you have to kind of have the attitude that you never know what's going to happen. It could rain out. You could have a failure. You could who knows, But the thing is that it's part of it. It's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it, whatever kind of thing. But you just have to have a good attitude. Your attitude is so much of it. Problems that you're going to encounter has to be such a small part of it. I'll always say that the problem has to be 0.5% or less, and that's not 50%. I mean, all your energy needs to go into the solution and a way to move forward. That's where your energy needs to be, and that's where you're going to find your success. Because it's difficult, it's hard. You're going to run into some really difficult problems. Something that would seem easy otherwise, like we had to switch the batteries, and then the terminal was bad. So you're out there, basically, it's kind of like a desert. You're in a small town, which is wind over. Everything buttons up at 5 o'clock, kind of thing. So a simple battery terminal can become a big deal. The racers out there are more than happy to help you if you just ask, because we've all been there. It's a big family out there. It's pretty cool, and just some of the nicest people you can meet. I'm not saying there's not jerks out there, but for the most part, if you're at that level, you're a team player, just flat out, because you don't get there otherwise. No one's solo, no one's, that kind of thing. Much is in life, so, absolutely. I got up this morning. I was really blessed. In 2018, with the Challenger crew, with Valerie Thompson, working with them was just amazing. Of course, we set the wheel-driven record at the time at 4:48. Since then, it's been broken by Speed Demon and by Turbinator. But we still hold the naturally aspirated record, 4:48. Then, when I was going to stop crewing with the Challenger team, because we had reached our goals, my plan was to move to the Bombshell Betty team and work with Don Cash Jr. Unfortunately, he passed away climbing Mount Everest. He did make peak, which is great, but unfortunately, he did not make it back down. So fast forward a few years, now it's 2021. I was able to get in contact with Don Cash Sr. Through a friend of his. Meanwhile, I've been crewing with Andy Loyd and their team, Gene Mcfab, which is owner, with the 1953 Studebaker number 743. We were able to set a record this year. We bumped it up from 207, which was his previous record, to 219, which is a pretty good jump. Did well, qualified first run out, then backed up that run the following day. That was in the gas class, which basically means you have to run the fuel that they provide. Forgot the type of fuel, but it's C10, I believe is what it is. 112 octane, whatever, unleaded. So the following day, we switched classes and switched numbers and try to go for the fuel class, which basically means you can add any fuel you want, same car, same setup. We ran the same fuel because it ran best on that fuel. I think unfortunately we did qualify. The record was 225. We qualified on a 234 mile per hour, and unfortunately on that run we did have a piston failure. I'm guessing, I don't know, the gear ratio was a little steep. It had 229 gears in it. We had debated on switching to 219s. We got the tires replaced in the rear. They were a half-inch shorter, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but when you're covering that much ground and that many RPMs, it changes the distance a lot. We knew that because by the 3-mile mark, we were already at red line. So that tells you that, same as in drag racing, if you're, of course, depending what kind of drag racing, let's just say quarter mile or 1,000, whatever. Let's just say 1,000 feet just for the fun of it, just for ease of numbers. Say by the 600 foot mark, you're already at red line in top gear. Well, your gears are too steep. So that needs to match accordingly, and if it's not, then you need to make your adjustments. Anyway, back to Bombshell Betty. Don Cash Sr., wonderful guy. I got to hang out with him yesterday. We went to the college and picked the vehicle up. The college students and Jeff, which is the teacher at the school, they're doing just an amazing job. I mean, it's since last time I saw Bombshell Betty, just amazing. I initially asked Don Cash Sr., when you're working with professional race teams, you're working with teams, you have to be 100% respectful. This is theirs, this is their life, this is their property. I always ask, as far as social media, as far as posting any pictures, I will not post a picture without permission first. Gene Mcfab and Loyd and their team with the 53 Studebaker, they're very social. There's no secrets. They love sharing it with the public. But other cases, Danny Thompson, their team with there's a lot more going on. There's sponsors. There's a lot of things that you have to consider, and you have to be 100% respectful. I'm always respectful. That's very important. And with Don Cash Sr., they're building it as a tribute car to John Cash Jr. The goal is 200 miles an hour. The thought behind it is the 8th summit, which is what Don Cash's wishes were before he passed away, that he was going to stop climbing and he was moving on to Bonneville. So I think that's wonderful. I think it's a great idea. Just a really wonderful tribute to Don Jr. Don Sr., like I said, I was fortunate enough. I got to spend the day with him yesterday. Got to spend the night there last night. It was late. I was tired, and he offered me to stay with him. And the spare bedroom was really just gracious and just wonderful. I can't say enough things. I'm so grateful for the honor of that, to be able to get to spend time with him, and it was just really awesome. I can't really comment on a lot more than that, just out of respect for Don and the Cash family. But there's some exciting things coming up. It takes time. There's a lot of moving parts to make this happen. I don't really know what else to say there, but I just thought I would share this with you. Of course, I say you. I think I have. I think I'm up to 18 subscribers. So yeah, big crowd there, right? But it's just interesting. It's a nice insight to Bonneville, what it takes, the struggles that you go through, the attitude you have to have. I'm very fortunate that I am mechanically inclined in a diverse field of, just mechanical stuff. I have a good understanding of concept and on, whatever. So I don't know if there's anything else. I've got a long drive home. It's about 1,400 miles. So I've got the bike with me. There it is there. Pretty cool. I still can't believe it's still got the salt on the tires. There's a show in April. I'm going to talk to Alan with Revival Motorcycle Company. They have a big show. It's called the Hand-Built Show. Maybe you've heard of it. I'm going to see if I can leave the salt on the tires, just because I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. Not a lot of people have seen Bonneville, have seen the salt there. It's really amazing. Don Cash Sr. gave me a lot of really cool swag. I'm driving, so I can't really dig it out, even though it's right here beside me. Yeah, there's my McDonald's for breakfast. Probably should stop eating that so I can actually live long enough to continue supporting teams. Anyway, yeah. Because the teams, a lot of them, to be in that field and to be in that arena, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money, but I have a lot of beans inside me, literally, right? But we'll skip that part anyway. But I have a drive, and I'm very blessed with genetics, that I'm strong. I can lift stuff. I can. My dad, growing up, there was never talk of college. It was always, when you get older, you're going to get a job, you're going to work your ass off. And I was okay with that. I'm down. I'm down to ride, so that's cool. And that served me well. And with these teams, you work hard. I have no problem, grab this, pick up this, move this, do that. I'll do it all day long until there's nothing left, and I'll give it my all. Don Cash was nice enough to give me this really cool poster, which I should not do this while driving. I know. I'm sure if anybody watches this, my comments will be, "Hey, idiot, drive," right? But I wanted to share this with you. So this is Don Cash, a tribute poster to Don Cash, and this was a celebration of his life, which is just really awesome. That's him in seven summits that he did achieve. This here, Let's see if I can pull this out. Oops. Accidentally pulled the frame apart, but that's okay. I'll put it back. So this is cool. This is a poster for Bomb Show Betty. Don signed it. #1 fan to Donnie Die. I thought that was just really cool. He gave that to me this morning. So really excited. I mean, that's just, gosh, so gracious, and I'm just overwhelmed. He gave me some really cool stickers. Just amazing. I'm looking forward to, I have a place in my house in the stairway where I have posters and pit passes and, you know, different stuff from over the years, autographed things, and a lot of the Challenger 2 stuff. Iskandarian, I've got some signed stuff from him. Gosh, just on and on. I can't really think right now. Valerie Thompson, some stuff from her. She's really amazing. Just a real personable person. Valerie Thompson, the race car driver. She drives, pilots a lot of different vehicles, motorcycles, mainly motorcycles. That's her thing. She's just so nice. Trying to think who else. I call him Go-Kart Jack. Jack, I'm sorry, Jack, I can't remember your last name right now. I think he's gone 200 and something miles an hour on a peroxide powered go-kart. If you want to look up Go-Kart Jack, there's lots of videos there. Really cool. Real cool guy. Trying to think who else. Bill Hines, which was, he was a custom car builder in California. He was famous for working with lead, which was the old way of doing body work, kind of a older craft. So it's just really, people really inspire me. Their drive, their obsession with what they do. I just really admire that, because I also share that. So anyway, okay, I guess I've talked enough here on this video. So, all right, well, maybe I'll make another one when I get bored in the next 2 days driving back, almost 3 days. So, okay, thanks for listening.